Surprise, bitch. I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, how are you? My name is Mars. And it's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you. So you guys, we have to chat. Because, you know, I feel like The Sims 4 has been out for quite a bit of time. It's been 6 years now, so where's The Sims 5? Where is The Sims 5? Because The Sims 4 is just not doing it. It's not doing it for me. Sims 4, you think you're that girl, but you're not. You're not. And we're gonna drag you real quick. Just a little slight drag, you know, a pull by the edges. I'm just gonna pull you by your edges real quick. But here's the kicker, you guys. Today's video, we're talking about all of the things that I need in The Sims 4 before we move on to The Sims 5. Now, I know that a lot of us, myself included, we're over The Sims 4. I think it's overstayed its welcome. Just a little bit. But, you know, I feel like I've invested so much time and energy into this game, buying the packs. Some of these packs I did not even need to buy, but I bought them. Because I was hoping for some gameplay. I was hoping for some character development, some traits, something with some actual meat in the game, and I'm not getting it. So this list is a list of things that I'm wishing we get in The Sims 4 before we move on to The Sims 5, because the game still feels incomplete to me, and I don't know how that's even possible when we're 6 years in. Like, make it make sense. So I have myself a little list here, you guys. It's about like 10 things. I might be forgetting some things because I kind of wrote this real quick, but here's you know, I think the Sims team, if you're listening, if you're watching, we need to do some groundwork, because clearly someone's not doing their job. Someone's not doing their job. You know, I think the trailer department, they're doing their jobs, because they are really making the game look like it's something when it's really not. They're making the game look like it's, you know, it's quality content when sometimes it's lackluster. The graphics department, promotions. They need promotions. But whoever's in charge of gameplay, I guess you must have fired everyone in the department, because where is it? Where is it? I'm confused. So I feel like I've been rapping a lot, guys, so I'm just gonna get into this list. So number one on my list, and this is in no particular order, but you know, number one on my list that I really need in The Sims 4 before we move into The Sims 5 is story progression. I don't understand why there's like, you have these storylines, you know, Bob and Eliza Pancakes, their marriage is failing. Or you have like Johnny Landgrab or Johnny Zest, who is like the kicked out son of Nancy and Jeffrey, and he lives in the trailer in Oasis Springs, but you have these storylines, but none of them seem to play out. I mean, you know, there used to be these scripted events in Sims 2 where they used to tell you how to play the game and what certain order so these things can play out. Sims 4, you have these intricate storylines, but then nothing happens with these characters. I'm confused. I am lost. I think these characters in the game are at a loss too, because you have these storylines written out for them, and they don't even know what to do with it themselves. I need story progression. There's no reason why story progression, we need a mod for everything in this damn game, but there's no reason why we should need a mod for story progression. I cannot be bothered to give everyone in the neighborhood babies and get them married, because I'm worried about my own Sims and developing my own Sims, because they have no character themselves. So I can't give everyone else in the town and the world's character. I cannot. Where's story progression? I mean, some of these people deserve promotions. Some of these people deserve families, and you know, they exist and they die. It doesn't make the world or the game feel alive, and I feel like for a life simulator, the game should feel alive, and it's just not doing that. So that's why I definitely need story progression in The Sims 4 before we move on to The Sims 5. Next up on the list is a new base game world. I feel like we got New Crest back in like 2016 or so. New Crest to me, and I said this in one of my other videos, is a knockoff Willow Creek. It's pretty much the same aesthetic as Willow Creek and Magnolia Promenade. Yeah, there's no real difference there. I feel like if we get a new world, and we need a new world, because I feel like the game is already, it feels cramped. If you don't even own all the expansion packs that come with worlds, like, and you play like rotationally, and I know I play rotationally, I have like 12 different families in my game, you kind of run out of slots for them to live, especially if you're playing like a generational or legacy style game. If you want to move kids and nephews and grandparents out, where are they moving to? You have 3 worlds. Willow Creek is pretty much filled up to capacity. If you put in like 2-3 more slots, they're filled up. Oasis Springs is almost filled up to capacity. Newcrest is empty, but usually we use that for our, you know, our miscellaneous things, our retails, our bowling alleys, our restaurants. If you don't have, I mean, come on. We need a new world with a new aesthetic, please. If you're gonna give us a new world, please do not make it another Willow Creek. We don't need that. We need something new. We need something fresh. And EA, if you're listening, do not charge for it, because you charge for everything. And what you're charging for is not worth any of our bucks. It's not worth my hard coin. Not at all. Not at all. So if you're gonna give us a new world, and I would like a new world because I need some more space for my drama. Okay. If you're gonna give us a new world, give it to us in an update. Cause y'all be real stingy with those updates. Okay. Y'all be real stingy with them updates. But when it comes to actually, you know, paid content, oh, here's an expansion pack, a game pack, a stuff pack. Oh, here's another expansion pack during the holidays. Please, knock it off. Give us some updates. Give us some base game updates. Especially when your base game is like falling apart. Y'all know better. Y'all can do better. And I mean, well, can y'all do better? Because it's been 6 years. All right, so number 3 on my list is updated babies. I feel like babies are confined to the crib, and you know, this is one of those things that a lot of people ask for. They ask for bunk beds, they ask for cars, they ask for the updated babies. Updated babies is one of those things, such as toddlers, that should have been there from the start of the game. Why was it not included? I would like to know that. I seriously would like to know that. I feel like if you update the babies, then there's a whole life stage with some added gameplay. We need some gameplay. Hello? I don't know how many times I have to keep asking for this and begging for this and dragging you in each and every one of my videos. It honestly breaks my heart to keep dragging you like this, EA. It really does. But we need updated babies, and you're not giving it to us. Updated babies. You can have strollers. Imagine feeding them. Imagine walking around with your Sims. You praise this whole multitasking skill set or system in Sims 4, but you can't even do anything with the babies outside of their crib. Babies deserve to be let loose from that crib. Babies are not objects, okay? Babies are not objects. But a lot of us, as soon as we have kids, we kind of age them up into toddlers because the life stage is so boring. You know people are asking for it, but you're giving us Star Wars. You're giving us eco-life. What about the things that people are asking for? Like, Alright, so for this next one, this is kind of a game pack idea, because you know what? This one's also very popular. A lot of us want this, myself included. And hear me out. Someone might have this idea, but hear me out. Imagine this. The Sims 4 check-in in. Hotels. Someone might have also came up with this idea, but I haven't seen it anywhere. But I'm pretty sure because we all want hotels. Hello? We all want hotels. You gave us the rental option, which I think is a good start. But you have dine out with restaurants. Why not give us hotels? I feel like that would be a game changer, especially with worlds like Sulani or even Windenburg, Mount Komorebi. You have these worlds where they kind of feel like destination worlds almost, or they could be worlds where you can kind of treat as destination worlds, and there's no hotels. You have these rental lot thing, which is, again, that's a good starter. We need to take it a step further with hotels. Even resorts. I feel like, everyone knows my opinion on island living. I was rooting for island living. We were rooting for you.
You know that all of America is rooting for you? Do you know that? And then you come in here and you treat this like a joke? This is not. Be quiet, Tiffany. Be quiet. What is wrong with you? Stop it! I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this.
Island living should have been that pack. It's sickening because it's not. It's not. Y'all could have did so much more with island living, but you chose not to. For whatever reason. When you buy island living, you're pretty much just getting the island. Where's the gameplay? Resorts, hotels, something could spruce island living and Sulani up, because I feel like you spent a lot of time on the graphics. The graphics department, you're doing your job, but whoever's in charge of gameplay, they're not giving it. They're not giving what it's supposed to give at all. Period. I feel like if we actually got hotels in the game, that it could be something. I feel like a lot of us, despite it being buggy, like restaurants or owning restaurants, owning a hotel, that's giving us gameplay. You're giving us all of these packs where there's not much gameplay there. Same with Snowy Escape. A lot of you asked my opinion on Snowy Escape, and I said this in one of the comments under one of my videos. I said that I like the concept, but I'm afraid it's gonna be another Island Living where it's this beautiful world, but when it comes to gameplay, it's not gonna be, you know, that expansive, or it's not really gonna expand your game. And I've played Snowy Escape, and I kind of still feel that way. There's not much there outside of, you know, rock climbing and, you know, hiking, which came with Outdoor Retreat, but I guess they overhauled it for this world. Okay. Skiing, snowboarding. Outside of that, you know, there's this whole winter world. And I love the Japanese aesthetic. Don't get me wrong, I love that world. I think it's very cute, very beautiful. But outside of that, there's not much there. EA, we need to figure out what expands our game when we give these content packs, expansion pack titles, because a lot of these packs just aren't expanding the game the way that they need to be. They're not. Seasons is expanding something, baby. Eco Lifestyle, as much as I don't really care for that pack like that, it's actually expanding all the other worlds, and the way it's kind of hitting a little bit the way Season hits. It's kind of background gameplay in a way, not as much as Seasons, but in a way. So those are worthy of the expansion pack titles. But when you look at the rest of them, which of these expansion packs actually expand? Comment down below if you can let me know which of the expansion packs actually expand your gameplay, because I would seriously like to know that. There's not much. I feel like there's some that add gameplay, like the game packs, but you know, they don't really expand. I keep saying expand, but you know, I got to emphasize what do they expand? I would like to know. And when you can figure it out, let me know, because I bet you it's out of the 10 that we have, I bet you it's not that many. Get to Work's definitely not expanding anything. Worldwide, globally, out of all the worlds that you might have installed in your game, Get to Work is not expanding anything. Discover University, a little bit with the majors and be able to, you know, kickstart some of the careers, but that's tied to young adults. So yeah, if you can figure out which ones expand your actual gameplay, let me know and comment down below, because EA be charging in nickel and diamond, okay? They will charge to the end of time. Okay, so I'm done ranting with all of that, you guys. Number 5 on my list is more NPCs. We got Firefighters early this year. Where are my burglars? I hate to say this, but I like being robbed. I feel like, I don't know why that was taken out. They're making the games too PG for me. There's no consequences. Where are the burglars? At least NPC police officers. Bonehilda. Justice for my girl Bonehilda, because girl, they're not adding you into the game for anything. Like, what is going on? What is going on? I feel like the game is so lily white and so pure and so innocent, kind of, because you know, I feel like they market it to kids. But where's, you know, it's missing something. It's missing consequences. I guess you can tie this into this as well. We need more NPCs and we need more consequences. I feel like everything, you can succeed at everything. There's really nothing where, I don't want to say this without being, you know, shady. There's really nothing that kind of like might knock you back in your gameplay. That's like a curveball almost. Everything you can kind of plan out. There might be like the, you know, the random phone calls you might get, or you know, the lottery, you might win that. But there's always things that help your gameplay, but there's nothing that much. There's not much that actually, you know, inhibits your gameplay. So I would like some more of that. I would like our NPCs, justice for our NPCs, you know. They just don't give any justice. I feel like they gave us Firefighters, which is cool. That's a good start. I don't know why they just now gave it to us. I mean, they wanted our Sims to, you know, cook some mac and cheese on the stove and then start a fire and fend for yourselves. Oh baby, we don't have Firefighters. But my Sim's dying over here. What am I supposed to do? Extinguish it yourself? No, wait, you're on your own, okay? Put the fire out or die. Those are your two options. So finally they gave us Firefighters, but we need NPC, burglars, and police officers. All right, so number 6, and this adds to the gameplay again, because the gameplay just isn't there. Number 6, I said I would like to see an attraction system in The Sims 4. So in The Sims 4, pretty much everyone is attracted to everyone. It's really not hard to get married or get a boyfriend or a girlfriend, because everyone yeah, everyone kind of gets along with each other unless you have like opposite traits. But I think even with that, the traits don't do anything. So pretty much everyone gets along with each other. You know, I would like to see some, you know, turn-ons or turn-offs, some things your sim might be attracted to, like redheads or, you know, freckles or piercing, something. We need something else that's gonna add to the game. I feel like they did something. I mean, I feel like we have some good starter systems, like the reputation system, fame system, sentiment system. I feel like we need some more that really gives our sims some layers. I just feel like an attraction system would further develop our sims, our characters, because everyone's just attracted to everyone. And I feel like having that barrier of, oh, I might want my sim to be with, like, you know, Thorn Bailey, the hottest celebrity in Del Sol Valley. But, you know, if he's not attracted to me, that's gonna be hard. And it adds a little bit of gameplay, adds a little bit of drama, adds a little bit of story, which if you watch my Sims video, you know I love. So an attraction system, I would love to see that come back. I mean, I'm thinking on it now, and I feel like there's really nothing that really further develops our Sims. And to be 6 years, going on 7 years into this game, like, damn, are y'all just gonna scrap Sims 4, or are y'all really just gonna be sticking with Sims 4 for a minute? Because there's some things I want, seriously. Because this game still feels incomplete, and this shouldn't feel incomplete 6 years in. Yeah, there's still things hella people want. You're not giving it to us for whatever reason. Another thing I want in The Sims is more occults. So specifically werewolves. If I find out that The Sims 4 is a wrap and I didn't get my werewolves, but you gave us Star Wars, you gave us Journey to Batu, I swear to you, I will riot. Werewolves, outside of The Sims, I love werewolves for whatever reason. I don't know what it is, but I love werewolves more so than vampires, more so. Well, not so much more than witches and spellcasters, but I love werewolves and I want them in The Sims 4. Give me my werewolves. I'm not playing with you. I feel like I've been playing these games with you, EA, Sims 14 for so long. There is so much that I want in this game and you are not giving it to any of us for anything. For anything. If y'all don't give me my werewolves, I swear to goodness, y'all are gonna have to fight me. Y'all are going to have to fight me.
Really bad, and then really good, and then bad.
Things that were right, things that were wrong. Get up, Karen.
A lot of my family players, my realistic players, they're not gonna like this one. But I need some werewolves. Give me my werewolves, please. We need more occults. We feel like we had aliens. Then we waited like another 2 years for vampires. Wait another 2 years for like mermaids and spellcasters. That's all we have. We just have 4. That's it. Ghosts don't do anything. They don't. They're boring. Like, you're dead. Why are you still here? Why are you still breaking all of my shit? I don't get it. I feel like I'm gonna rage, so I'm gonna move on to the next one. I feel like I'm going to rage because I feel like that's something they're not going to give to me, and I swear to you, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm going to be so mad. Number 8 on my list is favorites for our Sims. So in The Sims 3, we could pick our Sims' favorite music, or their favorite color, and I think even their favorite food. That would be something that will add to our Sims a little bit. I feel like that isn't hard to do at all. You just add that to create a Sim. Have them pick their favorite color, red. Have them pick their favorite food, spaghetti. Have them pick their favorite music, pop, something. I feel like our Sims are so basic, so boring. There's any little thing that adds to them, I want in the game. So favorites adds to them, and I actually give them some benefits. Use that damn emotion systems y'all keep pushing down our throats. If they're in a room that's all red and their favorite color is red, they're happy. Oh yes, I'm happy. But then as soon as you know they're gonna walk out the room, oh, I'm fine. But that's realistic, you know? I feel like if you around things that you actually enjoy, you should be happy about it. So give us some favorites. Give us you give us all this food. Give us some different types of food that our Sims can be, you know, favor. I feel like it can't be that hard. I feel like it cannot be that hard. Bring back favorites. Bring back favorites, honestly. You know what? While we're at it, bring back zodiac signs or something. Some astrology. Astrology is popular right now. Bring back zodiac signs because anything that saves this game at this point, because it's going down the tube. It's going down the tube. Also, while we're on the topic of create a Sim and favorites, I want more traits that hold weight. I don't want traits that are just here today, gone tomorrow. So hot-headed, these Sims tend to be angry. Goofball, these Sims tend to be playful. Gloomy, these Sims tend to be, no, knock it off, please. I've had enough. I've had it up to here with these emotional traits. They don't do anything. They do not differentiate our Sims from another Sim. They might be gloomy, but the way the emotion system works, it covers up the next traits. So, I mean, come on, I want traits that hold weight. I want traits that's going to add to our Sims. The adventurous trait from Snowy Escape, I haven't used it yet, but that seems like a good one to have. They seem to be daredevils. Where's hates outdoors? Where's light sleeper? Where's the Sim tends to be lucky? Like, just give us something. The traits and then there's only 3 slots at that. There's only 3. We need more traits. Think of something. Go back into Sims 3, because Sims 3 has so many damn traits. It's had so many. Go back in there, pick out honestly, where's hates outdoors? You have loves the outdoors. Where's hates the outdoors? Where's a Sim who does not like to go outside? Where's a Sim who doesn't like to bathe naked? Like, please figure that out. Please figure that out. Okay, you can figure out, you know, having Kylo Ren going sledding in Mount Komorebi. You can figure out Eliza Pancakes, you know. I don't know. Figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. And the last thing on my list, number 10, I want some more wants and fears. The whim system needs an overhaul. Who's actually using that? Most of us turn it off. Who's actually using it? I feel like if my Sims complete it, they usually complete it by random and I just happen to do it because I'm not checking them. I'm not checking them at all. The whim system needs an overhaul. It needs an overhaul, EA. Change it from whims to wants. What does our Sims want to do? Make it make sense. I feel like you haven't added to whims, and I feel like Pleasant Sims has a video on this. I was watching, and that's another Simmer I like, because she gets it to you honest. She gets it the real tea. Whims don't do anything. It hasn't been added to anything in a while. Fear. You have all these other emotions in the damn game, but where's fear? What are our Sims afraid of? You can have confessed fear of vampires. You're not really afraid of vampires. If a vampire walks into the freaking lounge in Oasis Springs, our Sims aren't gonna notice. They're not gonna care. They can freaking be like, ha ha ha, and turn into a bat. Our Sims aren't gonna be like, was that a vampire? No, they're gonna be like, please. Where's fear? Fear could add so much to our Sims, but you chose not to add it. You chose not to add it. That's an emotion. Where is it? Where is it? Sims 2 days, where is it? Yeah, so this is pretty much my list of everything I want the Sims 4 before we get to Sims 5. Let me know if you agree with my points or disagree. What do you want in the game, you guys? Maybe EA will go through my comment section and see what is the Sims community, or what is, you know, the Sims community that's subscribed to Mars Powers want from the game. So I would like to know what you guys want from the game, because, you know, we're all different, we all play different. So let me know what you guys want from the game. If you agree, disagree, let me know. I want to hear it all. Are you done with The Sims 4? Are you ready for The Sims 5? Like, let me know. I'm kind of torn. But yeah, you guys, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz. If you like what you see and you want to see more of me, subscribe. Is a party over here every day. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.